Welcome to Hudson Stadium in Eugene. Anticipation for this one has been building through the early part of the season, and now here we are with a top 5 showdown. It's the LSU Tigers and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start the season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Let's see what he can do with the return. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson.
And wow, opening kick of the game. How about the coverage unit getting down the field, pinning their ears back, and getting the ball carrier to the ground? That is the best way possible you could start this thing.
The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Drives inside. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game that field position was going to be massive. They had their backs against the wall in their own opening drive. Did a really nice job there on the run, third down, getting some breathing room, moving the sticks.
Straight ahead, it's Davison. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
The Ducks have this offense rolling. Looking for room. He just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Going with the ground game left. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's Raiola to throw. Somehow got the screen into that traffic. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Escapes the pressure going right. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Running inside, it's Barry. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quarterback keeper. Could be in. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown LSU! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Raiola under pressure. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. To the air, it's Raiola. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Rush right in his face. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola on 3rd down. Gonna take a shot. Stands his stop. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The run inside. It's Davison.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a run.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Raiola to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Play action on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Out wide left, it's Thomas. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play on. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also...
It's a seam wide open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. With the run on first and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, LSU!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Runs through a tackle. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield.
Got it down the field. Breaks away on the left. Inside the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Sees a crease. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
From the gun, it's Durham. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Cheek. Left side, it's Durham. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Second down, gonna throw it. Look out! And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Unloads it left. Almost picked off.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's a give to Durham. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Third and 6 yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Cheek. Rushes on. Got his man downfield. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Out wide left, it's Durham. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Throws for the tight end. Out wide right, it's Green. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Another great 3rd down for this offense, man. They put themselves in some positions where they've got to execute, they've got to be good, and man, have they. That is the most crucial down coaches will talk about. Got it.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
From deep, it's Robinson. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Hits inside, it's Davison. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Throwing Raiola. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plows his way ahead. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to pass, it's Raiola.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's Raiola to throw. Makes the grab. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, this team found themselves in the hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Again, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
And that ball came out quick, and and that defender reacted just as quick. He saw the slant, he went to it, he met it, made sure the receiver didn't make the catch. Nice job by the defender.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Snags it. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Second and long here. Gets the back moving. Raiola unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Raiola to the air again. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Bulldozes his way through. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Here's Raiola to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Crosses the 30. At the 45, on his way. Might have a chance. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Here comes the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And so after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. To the air, it's Cheek. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab, it's Green. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 11 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
And it's the Buckeyes who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today. This team is now red hot. 3 consecutive victories and one of the most convincing offensive showings we've seen in a long time.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got it. At the 35, he's open. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 87-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
This is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms and they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's face. He makes the catch, gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Raiola escapes the pressure to his right. Wide open downfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
Quick give. It's Davison. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Throwing Raiola. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Raiola. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Well, they're unable.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Trying to get behind the defense. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And what a missed opportunity for this defense. They got one chance to get back in this game. Force some turnovers, create some big plays. They're down big. Man, did they need that opportunity.
Right side, it's Wilson. Still on his feet at the 45. Caught, and he's got room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The AT unit on the field. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to it. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Davison. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza.
Blue 22, blue 22.
Straight ahead, it's Davison. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Give to the back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Raiola to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Fires to the right. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Fields the punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
Hey, he barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking left. He's got it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right?
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Hard running there. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Davison. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game, because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And that is how we will wrap this one up.